Imagine your home, your family, your food, your songs, gone in an instant. For millions of Africans, this was reality. One day they were living ordinary lives, the next, they were captives. Strangers stormed their villages, binding their hands and forcing them to march for hundreds of miles to the coast. Chained together in long lines, they endured brutal heat, little food or water, and merciless beatings. Many died along the way. Those who survived were held in dark, crowded forts called slave castles. In these dungeons they waited for weeks, suffocated by fear and uncertainty. The ocean's roar was a constant reminder that their nightmare was far from over. When the time came, they were herded onto small boats, then onto massive slave ships. For many, it was their first glimpse of the sea, a terrifying, endless expanse. The ships loomed like monsters ready to swallow them whole. Branded with hot irons, their identities were erased. They became cargo, stripped of names and histories. The march to the sea was designed to break their spirit before the journey even began. These forts were the last piece of their homeland they would ever touch. Their world had been stolen, and a new, unimaginable horror awaited. The journey into the unknown had only just begun. The Middle Passage was a floating hell. Enslaved people were packed below deck, chained side by side on rough wooden planks. There was no room to move, barely enough air to breathe. The stench of sweat, sickness, and fear filled the darkness. Disease spread rapidly: dysentery, smallpox, scurvy. The sick and dying lay chained to the living. Every morning the crew dragged out the dead and threw them into the ocean. The psychological torment was relentless. No sense of time, only the creaking ship and the cries of suffering. For months, this was their world. On some voyages, half would die before reaching land. The Atlantic became a graveyard for millions. This was not just a journey, but a system of dehumanization and death. Survival was a daily battle against despair. Yet even in this nightmare, the human spirit endured. Some resisted by refusing food, choosing death over bondage. Others fought back during rare moments on deck, risking brutal punishment. Some leapt into the sea, seeking freedom in death. Quiet acts of resistance persisted, whispered songs, shared stories, secret bonds. They clung to fragments of their cultures, refusing to let their identities be erased. These small acts were powerful defiance. Even in chains, they found ways to assert their humanity. Their spirit, though battered, was not broken. Resistance lived on, even in the darkest holds.